Right, who's the great bastard causing mayhem on my train?
It's this one here, darling. He has no ticket to travel.
I watched in horror as Edvard slowly staggered towards my seat, briefly stopping and opening two of the cat transporter cages to reveal a large shiny meat cleaver in one hand and a large pink rubber fist in the other. It was silent, all passengers' eyes on the drama. No one blinked, and I'm pretty sure that if they did, one would be able to hear it. Mr. Coventry came closer, until I was sat there, towered by him and Lionel Blair.
Stand up and prepare for a public buggering!
I had no idea what a buggering was, but gathering by the word being graffitied all over the carriage, I guess it was something quite sinister. I stood up. I looked around for any advice or help. Suddenly, one of the yuppies cried out to me.
Oh, like the cord. Push the cord.
The cord above Lionel's head was still hanging down from where he had previously pulled it. The only thing that came to my quite brilliant mind was to push the lever back into the socket to see what happened. I pushed it. I pushed it in good and hard, the long red shaft hanging down from Lionel Blair's face. I suddenly got a sense of, yes, this is going to end really well. As soon as it clicked in, a large hiss sounded throughout the train. The outside scenery seemed to gradually move past us. The train was moving again. The lever must have activated an emergency braking system. Clever. As Lionel and Edvard gazed at each other in awe and confusion, I realized the speed of the train was still at a safe enough speed for me to stealthily jump and roll off. I went straight for the closest door not obscured by rotten vegetables and jumped off. The fall was not as slick as I had hoped for, rolling down a small bank through a family of stinging nettles, my face being dragged through a dirty, discarded picnic, and finishing with my head stuck through the face part of a painting of Bernard Manning with a used condom on my nose.
You ain't you scumbag! I know where you live!
Called Edvard Coventry as the train rolled away around the next bend. Then there was silence. Just me with my stung body, jam-covered face with the painted body of a fat racist bastard, and a Johnny on my nose. It was an interesting walk back through to West Ferry. 2 days later, I finally reached my humble little flat, complete with the contents of my wheelie case all intact, apart from my hammer, which I have the receipt for, so B&Q complaints will certainly earn their money from me then. I made my weary way to bed. Another successful expedition finished, I thought. Although one thing stuck in my mind. Edvard knows where I live. Judging by the buggery obsession, that certainly explains my lower back pains every morning.